Yo boys, this is my video for Napalm. These are the timestamps and also be in the description. For picking this level, we once again used the community poll and randomized the top 3, and I'll just roll the clip. So for the top 3, we ended up getting Artificial Dream, Napalm and Downbass voted. So now we'll do a list randomization. I'd most want to get the Artificial Dream, second Napalm, and I really don't want to get Downbass. We'll see what we can pull here. Hopefully Andy doesn't fuck me again like he did on Annihilation Nation. Oh, we're doing Napalm, okay. We got saved, boys. Oh. And Artificial is next one. So if Napalm somehow ends up there's like an impossible spam thing that I cannot do in like 5 attempts, then we will move on to Artificial, but I doubt Napalm's gonna have that. So yeah, Napalm next, boys. That's an interesting one. It looks pretty clean when you do it, it just looks a bit lonely. For the gameplay review, I'll start with the slow pre-drop part. The pre-drop basically split into a slow section and a fast section. So with the slow one, it's actually pretty consistent and I mean decently fun. There's no real issues here to be found. You can skip 2 clicks in the spider part. I just chose not to just because I didn't really find it to make a difference. Now for the fast part of the pre-drop, this is by far the worst part. There's no contest really. It takes ages to get consistent compared to everything else. It's much harder than everything else. It single-handedly is what makes the level this unbalanced. Once you get it though, at some point it just clicks. Like once you've been on it for long enough, it just clicks and it becomes 100% consistent, which was very strange dynamic to come across. Now for the duel, I mean it's slightly inconsistent because of how the parallel duel waves work. I mean it's just those 2 duel waves are just harder than the rest of the duel, but I mean it's honestly fine, this duel part. It has good sync and it's definitely better to play it with music on just because some of the clicks aren't really that readable, so you're better off using the music sync for it. Now for the ending, I'm counting basically the entire tunnel part, the UFO and then the cube and the ship. The entire thing at the ending I'm counting as the ending, and it's the best part of the level easily. The tunnel section itself is really good and the rest of it's just pretty average gameplay. I mean there's not much to be said for this level. So overall I'd say it is a very mid level. I gave this a 50 enjoyment. It has some good parts, but I feel like they're perfectly outweighed by the bad parts, so there's no real advantage or disadvantage to this level. For the difficulty assessment, I've chosen to place it here. I think it's harder than Allegiance. I think it honestly could be in line with Allegiance, but I think it edges out just slightly. And then I do think it's easier than Retention. So from my experience, of course, the fast part of the pre-drop took a long time to get used to. I was playing it for like an hour and a half before I even passed the fucking thing, I think. But then as soon as it clicked, I just knew the completion wasn't far away because I was just getting past the pre-drop like every single attempt. So it did take around 2 days, learning it in one evening and then beating it the next evening. I didn't really enjoy it, but I didn't hate it either, so that's why it did get a 50 enjoyment. So a quick word on plans coming up. I've already beaten Awakening Horrors as of recording this, so I'll be releasing that video in a couple days hopefully. But yeah, enjoy the completion.
Maybe that'll ring a bell.
Yeah.
I think if you don't remember.
I'm still so fucking glad that I got that on stream. It's actually the perfect alignment of the stars. And with that, boys, we go to 50 FPS. Fucking
Oh, you beat it?
Yeah.
Yo, let's go, GG.
Let's go.
There are no last ship deaths ever occurring on this stream.
Complex end screens I've ever seen. Actually, so insane how they made this.